Hello Unites, welcome back. Today we're going to be going through percentage increases and decreases. We'll also be going through percentage change and absolute percentage difference, which is the same thing really. And we'll go through percentage errors. Now, percentage increase and decrease is your exercise 1G, and it's on page 39 of your textbook. Alright, let's get started with our percentage increase. So with our percentage increase, if we're trying to increase a certain value, for example, it could be $70, it could be 50 kilometers, whatever it is. If we're trying to increase a certain value by a certain percentage, we multiply by 100% plus given percentage. Now, that's a bunch of words. Let's try and break it down. So let's say, for example, I'm going to try and increase by 40%. In which case, I'm thinking to myself, well, I need to multiply by, if it's increasing by 40%, I say 100% plus 40%, which is the same as multiplying by 140%. Oops, 140%, which is the same as, let's write over here, multiplying by. Now remember, in our last few videos, we're talking about our conversion from percentage to fractions. So 140% is actually the same as 140 over 100, and if you put that in your calculator, you get 1.4. So that's how we do something like that. We'll use an example just so we can solidify this. So looking at this example on the right, I need to increase $70 by 15%. So to increase $70 by 15%, I start by writing, well, my $70. And then I have to multiply by 100% plus my given percentage, which is 15%. That's it. So let's go through and solve this. So $70 multiply by 100 plus 15, which gives me 115%. We're using my conversion. I know that that is the same as 115 over 100, which gives us $70 times by 1.15, and then I can use the calculator to get this answer to be $80.50. Now, this step from here to here, that's a calculator step. You're not expected to be able to do that by hand. You will have a calculator with you when you do the test for this topic, so don't stress too much. Alright, so percentage decreases is pretty much the exact same thing. All you have to do is, instead of plussing, you minus. So we multiply by 100% minus the given percentage. So that's the biggest part, minus. So let's do it, quickly go into our example. So if I am decreasing $5.20 by 40%, I start off with my value, so $5.20, and I multiply by 100% minus, now what's my percentage, given percentage? 40%, right? So I minus 40%, and I get $5.20 times by 60%. So I'm trying to find 60% now. So I say, well, I know that that's the same as $5.20 times by 60 over 100. I put that in the calculator, and I get 5.2 times by 60 divided by 100, or, oops, $5.20 divided times by, 0.6, and that gives me an answer of $3.12. So $3.12 is how much money it is after the 40% decrease, and that's how we solve our percentage decreases. Alright, let's keep going. Our percentage change or absolute percentage difference are the same thing, it's just a different name. So the formula for our percentage change is, oops, yes, it's just a different color. Percentage change equals to the change divided by the original amount. Awesome. And then we have to times it by 100%. So, it seems a bit confusing. Let's go straight into the example. Hopefully it makes a bit more sense. So, remember this formula. Let's start by looking at this question. The price of the mobile phone increased from $250 to $280. Now find the percentage increase. So, we know that's the original amount. So, let's write original. And we know that's the increased value. So, how much has it increased by? So, the difference is equal to $280 minus by $250, which gives me $30. So that's my difference, $30. Now, my original amount is 280. We worked that out before. Well, we didn't work it out. We just pointed out the question. So let's solve this. Our percentage difference, or just percentage change, sorry, is equal to, now remember our formula. So 30 divided by, so I change this 30 divided by original amount, which is 250. And I multiply by 100%. Right? So let's solve this over here. And 30 divided by 250, you use your calculator and you end up with 0.12 times by, we still need times by 100%. So after this, I can end up with 12%, and that's my answer. My percentage change is equal to 12% increase, and that's how we solve it. Awesome. Let's go and do our percentage errors. Very, very, very similar. The only difference is that we're looking at measured and theoretical. Let's say I have a piece of string. This piece of string, I make at a factory, and I tell you that this piece of string it should theoretically be 20 centimeters. Theoretically, I make the strings and they should theoretically be 20 centimeters. You take this string, you get a real ruler and you measure it, and it actually says it's 22 centimeters. So let's say it's actually 22 centimeters. Well, what's the percentage error? What percentage is it different from what it actually is to what the theoretical value is? So we use this formula over here. Percentage error equals to difference in values divided by our theoretical value, and then we times it by 100%. So it's the same formula as before, we're just using different words. So let's go ahead and try and solve this. So this is actually A over here. So let's ignore B. Let's just look at A. What's my experimental value? Well, my experimental value is 22 centimeters, and my theoretical is 20. So what's the difference in values? Well, it's just 22 minus 20, which gives me 2 centimeters. And then what's my theoretical? Was 20, right? So this one over here. So let's use the formula. My percentage error is equal to my difference value, which is 2, divided by my theoretical, which is 20, times by 100%. Using a calculator, that's the same as 0.1 times 100%, which comes out to 10%. So it's a 10% percentage error. And that's it. I've solved my question. Let's try and do the second one. So, over here, I look at, well, what's my difference, right? So my difference in values, difference is 4.5 liters. So this one over here, my experimental, minus 4, which is my theoretical, and then with 0.5 liters. That's my difference. My theoretical value is 4. So let's use this formula. I say my percentage